before I do this song for you guys. And I appreciate you just giving me a second to share it. 3 or 4 years ago, I'm doing a photo shoot, and all of a sudden my email starts blowing up. Every email says the same thing. Dude, you're not going to believe what just came out. And someone sent me a link to a song that had just dropped. There's a song by Eminem, and in the song he says, be careful what you wish for. And in the third verse, he says this. He says, I got a letter from a fan who said he'd been praying for me. He said, it's been weighing on my mind heavy. Because I don't read every letter I get. Because something told me to go ahead and open it. But why would they pray for you when they don't know you? You didn't pray for me when I was local. He goes on to talk about in this verse how someone had been praying for him. And someone had given him a letter. And how it had been weighing on his mind. And he ends the song by saying this. He goes, I appreciate the prayers, but I already got God on my side. And I thought, isn't that a picture of the way most of us approach God? We feel like we can live however we want to live. We can do whatever we want to do. God's still with me. God's a holy God. We're far from it. We've messed up. We've missed God's standard. We've missed it. And God steps up and says, you've missed it, but I'm going to do the one thing that will change your life and save you. I'm going to send my son. He's going to take all the punishment that you deserve. And I do it because I am so incredibly in love with you today. So with all that being said, I want you to do one last and final thing. I'm going to do this last song for you guys. I appreciate y'all humoring me. I know I'm usually the crazy guy, but sometimes I want you to hear something. If we could do one thing in this room, if you wouldn't mind dimming the lights just for a second. This is the stage lights. If you have a cell phone, I want you to take it out. If you can make it as dark in this room except for the stage, it'd be awesome. I want you to hold that cell phone up in the air right now. Did you notice, as you were trying to find your phone, maybe the person next to you held up their light and encouraged you to do the same thing? This is what God wants us to do. We live in a world of darkness. We live in a world that is completely spiritually dark. And God says, all I need you to do is one simple thing. Just hold up the light. Hold up the light. Don't be ashamed of it. It might not be the brightest, but all He wants you to do is hold it up. The song is called Dear Slim Part 2. Here we go. You can stand up on the feet. Come on, put it up. There you go. Thank you guys for rocking with me so far. This is my last song. You got that free stuff. Here we go. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Yes, Slim, I never wrote you over calling. It's been a couple years now since I wrote that song, and a lot has changed now for you and I had no clue that I would write a song to you and it would change your lives. Kids with tears in their eyes, they now come up to me, showing up to me and telling me that they look up to me. This text to me, man, it's really kind of strange to see. Only want to share with you now what Jesus done for me. The whole other side of things that I come to see. It's a huge influence you got upon this industry. It was not for me, because it's not what I came to say to you. Not to take no trial, I'll take time to pray for you. I'm sorry for what your mom and dad did to you, but I can relate with you, because y'all see through what I've been through. I know there's a lot of things hurt now that you've been through. But never forget there's a real important just for you. Come on, put that light up high. Don't be ashamed. Don't forget this serve. Who will make the serve? Who will make the serve? Hey, yes, Slim, I never wrote you all I called it. Backstage in GMA, someone gave my song, and I was kind of wondering what you thought, man. When they walked up to you and they talked to you and they left the CD in your hands, maybe you never listened to it, or maybe you lost it. Maybe you heard it, you just got mad and then you tossed it. Did He dish your back? Well, that's a question that I always get. I'm like, well, God forbid that you might even have liked it. Now, I don't know if regulations on your movie, yo. I heard your last record, man, it's over 10 million sold. But now there's one thing that's really got me thinking, bro, this Grammy mean anything, just gotta cost you so. In case you didn't know, the love will never go away. I said you're going to hell, but it don't have to be that way. See the bottom line of what I'm trying to say? God puts back together broken pieces that was thrown away.